Well, welcome everyone to the Tricky Triangle Pocono Raceway for race 17. Brad Cheston in the 7 car is on pole for today's race. Here are your full qualifying results, and here's the race command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, engines fired up. We are ready to race. Field is set and rolling right off. Alright, so let's do our usual points rundown after New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Terry Bull has taken over the points lead. He is 3 spots up, leading by only 4 points over Tobin McCoy, who lost 1 position. Angela R. in the 45 car remains in 3rd place, 11 points back. Snow Chaser drops to 4th place. Colin Bear remains in 5th. Cole Colby earning his 2nd win of the season. Gained him 7 spots. He's up to 6th. Johnny Cox goes up 4. He is 7th. Hernandez and Josh Harmon both losing 2. They're 8th and 9th. Josh Cecily gaining 4. He's up to 10th in the point standings. So the biggest mover was our winner, to be expected, Cole Colby, gaining 7 spots. Eric Carlson lost the most, losing 10 spots, dropping all the way to 19th. And just like that, even late in the season, 1 bad race, and you're in a very tight spot. Alright, so about to get the green flag here at Pocono Raceway. Brad Cheston in the 7, a champion of this series, earning his first pole. It's been a tough one. The 17 sitting 40th in the points. Chances of being a championship contender is definitely very low. Pace car's off, getting ready to go green. And the green flag is out. We're underway here at Pocono Raceway. Look at the 11 and the 14. They're going all the way down as far as they can go into turn 1. 4 wide. 4 wide off the start. And they're already pushing and shoving each other. They all made it past the first turn. Tyson Aquino in the 91 takes the lead. Into turn 2. Whoa, way up the racetrack. Way too hot. Luke Contreras into 53 takes it now. Cole Sampson into 29 in 2nd. Oh, Terry Bull. Oh, there goes Terry Bull. Upside down. There we go again. He's barrel rolling, still barrel rolling. More cars collected. The 2 and the 39 also crashing. And the caution is out. We'll take a look at the replay. Well, the 27 definitely not going to leave Pocono as the points leader now. So he's in the middle. The 7 of Cheston, and the 27. So he kept it off the wall. Cheston went back down, collects the 27, gets wedged in, and of course that causes that car, Terry Bull in this case, upside down. Look at him. Whoa! It's a pretty weird flip. Just bouncing and twirling all over the place instead of just barrel rolling. That collected the 2 car. And there's a 39. Oh, luckily, okay, it wasn't even close to that pit wall. It just breaks it loose and spins out, which is probably the best scenario. The 2 try to drive underneath Terry Bull. That didn't work out for him. Yeah, it just caught him in an awkward spot, and it destroyed the car. Saw the 27 when he was rolling. He basically rolled onto the wall, and he's still driving that thing somehow. And it kind of just bounced into the path of the 2. This is why it's such a weird flip. So right here. So when he goes up and over, he's not quite fully on his roof until he rolls back down. Rolls again, and see, there's that hit from the wall with the back end while upside down. Does a couple more rolls. Kind of just flips underneath itself. Yeah, that's crazy. We gotta take a look at that one more time. Let's see the TV2 cam. This should give us a pretty good angle as well. So right there, he's basically 3/4 of the way through, up and over. So bounces around. There's the contact, and right on top of the 2 car. Yeah, pretty strange flip, I would say. So right off the bat on the first lap of the race, I thought they were all going to make it through because they made it through 1 and 2. But turn 3 was just a little too much. But anyways, there's our first caution of the day. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So, David Davison, Terry Bull, both out of the race. Didn't really get a chance to race here. So, Luke Contreras in the 53 is the leader. Base car is off. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we're back underway. And Cole Sampson with the good restart-ish. Better restart. Fitzwater Sr. in the 38 is there. Going to make it 3 wide for 3rd place. Watch this group right here. It's getting tight. Oh, and there they go again. Right in front of the pack. How many is this going to take out? That's going to take out a few for sure. 18's got heavy damage. A 10 car's got heavy damage. Racing it back to the line. Fitzwater Sr. has taken the lead. Orman in the 1 is 2nd. The 45 is 3rd. Well, not for long though. Side by side. And there it is. Fitzwater Sr. takes the yellow flag. Alright, we'll take a look at the replay. Let's view it from the helicopter camera. So they were 3 wide, 4 wide, more like 3.5 wide. I think the 42 Connor Braden got into the 4 car. Yep, he got into the 4, got into the 43, 43 into the 92, and into the 00, and off they go. Here comes the rest of the pack all piling into each other. And you see that 18 car of Lightning Blaze got hit in that weak spot, as I call it, because it's just such light contact, and yet it's enough to destroy the entire car. Right there, right, basically just in front of the left rear tire where they get hit. We've seen that time and time again when that happens. That's why I call the weak spot, because we just had Terry Bull barrel roll coming off into turn 3, land on top of somebody, and still able to drive that thing, but the 18 just gets hit just like that. As we go on board with the 10, let's see where he got into. He got into the 35. Yeah, a lot of cars collected, but most of them just got away with either minor or moderate damage. Nothing too crazy here. Kind of your typical Pocono big one, in a way. We used to get big ones off too. Oh, we probably still do. Ryan Butcher getting a bit of damage from that. Let's go on board with the 91 now. We've seen this many times, but I'll show it anyways. Yeah, just right there. Right there. On all cars. You get hit right in that spot. Just right in front of the rear tire. It just destroys the entire car. Look at the 18's not even driving it away. She's already know it's destroyed. She's done for the day. And Ray Bill getting stuck in West McCoy in the 8. Yeah, just couldn't get loose. Don't think they're like that anymore. But we're getting back to the caution. They're still like that. So any more incidents up ahead? It's quite possible. There's still 3 wide. No, nothing? Okay, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So, 34 cars left out on the racetrack. Ray Bill's a lap down, Wes McCoy's a lap down. I guess they never broke free, so both of them end up going a lap down because of that. So Fitzwater Sr. in the 38 has 1 win this season. He is so far the slowest scored driver with the victory, sitting in 31st. That win was his only top 5 and top 10. Second lowest is Blaze Zibitar. He is 30th. He lost 5 positions. after New Hampshire. So, green flag is out, back on our way. Yeah, despite that win, this 38 team has struggled big time as the 45 gets one hell of a restart. Speaking of the statistics, the 45, despite being third, 1 top 5 and 3 top 10s. Everyone else has twice or 3 times more than this team, and yet she's third. And I think 26 has crashed hard, but there's no caution. Well, let's fix that. Oh, never mind. Now they throw the yellow. Side by side for the race lead. Fitzwater Sr. trying to get it back. He's got the inside line advantage into turn 3. And clear. Guess clear. Carlson even getting a run here. He'll probably take second, and he does. And Fitzwater Sr. will take the yellow flag. Oh, on our caution again. Let's take a look at the replay. Alright, take a look here. Skylar Taylor in the 26 was involved. There were 4 wide. Probably got some slow cars getting in the way. And everyone's just panicking. I think Johnny Cox in the 21 was the one who gave the little push. Cecilia in the 07 involved. You can clearly see the light is still green. Taylor in the 26 takes one hell of a hit. Right in the middle. 4 wide. Yeah, that's yep, not gonna happen. Not gonna work. Usually. Taylor was the unlucky one that gets turned straight into the wall with no time to brake. And that pretty much puts her out of the race. And the light was still green for a while, so was there another wreck that we missed? Maybe. So there's the yellow's already coming out, so nope, it was for the 26. They just took way too long to throw it out. Alright, so that was the caution. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. 30 cars left. Looks like the 00 and the 8 just retired from the race. But we didn't see them crash again. Alright. Green flag's out, back underway. Fitzwater Sr. clears. Carlson in the 44. Gonna get shuffled out. Colin Bear way up the racetrack. And we got another wreck. No caution. Johnny Cox is the one who spun out. We stay green. And we're gonna keep it green. More pushing and shoving going on. The 45. Oh, a little too hot there. Fitzwater had to check up. 3 wide for the lead. Orman in the 1 car. Gonna make it 3 wide for the race lead entering turn 3. They're really packed up here. And that's our first green flag lap complete. That's why I didn't want to throw the yellow out. But there might crash again. Top 4 single file. Still 3 wide, but that's okay. Josh Harmon in the 48. This 48 team was doing pretty well, was pretty consistent, but he's been getting involved in a lot of wrecks, a lot of bad finishes recently. We're going to turn things around today. Fitzwater going for the lead again. No, not close enough. He'll still have to fight for second. Tim Randolph is in 4th. Harmon 5th. Angela R in the 45 is 6th. Probably will take the points lead. She's only 11 points out. A lot of her other competitors are pretty far back. 4th place driver, I think that's a 19. Yep, it's Snow Chaser in 4th. Colin Bear still in the race, we know. Terry Bull, and there's a Toby McCoy currently running in 14th. Alright, the pack is spreading out a little bit, so we can actually get some racing going in instead of wrecking. The one of Nathan Orman, and oh, Josh Harmon looking to ruin that. Whoa, he sends it in there so hard. It nearly wrecks Tim Randolph. You don't need to be that aggressive. I know there's a lot of spots he needs to get back, but you don't need to wreck the 3rd place car for that. Up and caution as Blazy Batar is in the wall in 3. I was hoping we'd go a little longer. Alright, caution is out. Orban's the leader. Let's take a look at the replay. Couldn't get away with not throwing the caution this time. Let's see what happened to the 20 team. Anderson in the 43. Way too hot. Entering turn 3. Turns the 20 car around. And does Kenny Johnson... Oh, he just missed it. Just missed the 20 car. Yep, Anderson driving a car sponsored by Hot Sauce. Pretty fitting as he drives it in there too deep, too hot. Ends up wiping somebody out. And he just drives away. No further incident after that. And since we're here, let's take a look what happened to Johnny Cox. We'll just do this. Instead of having to make a... Stop recording and then record again. Let's see, there's the 35. Oh, slipped up in front. They got together with the 97. Tony Green breaks loose. And then Johnny Cox caught him with his right side. And he goes into the wall and spins out. Wasn't a serious wreck there. Yeah, it should have been a yellow, but didn't throw one. They finally got away mostly clean. Oh yeah, that's what happened there. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So Blazy Batar is now out of the race. 29 cars are left. Nathan Norman in the 1. He is our leader. Let's take a look at his stats for a bit. 8 spots lost. Dropping him to 37th. So it wasn't quite up there to begin with, but still 8 positions. Lost after New Hampshire. Yeah, they took a real big hit in the points. So they sit with 3 top 5s and 4 top 10s. A 24.06 is his average finish. So we're getting ready to go green here. Gonna be 10 laps to go when they take the restart. Green flag is out. We're back underway. .38 gets a nice push, nice launch as well. Stephen Oaks in the 11. We're starting to see the 11 run up closer to the front recently. That's good for the 11. Had a heartbreak at Iowa, what looked to be a good run, if not a win. And he had a damaged race car too, so he was still fighting. But ends up breaking, I think, a piston or a gearbox as the leader hits the wall hard, does not wreck, and Orban is going to sweep by and retake the lead. I think guys can't hold the bottom in turn 2. Just driving in there too hard. Carlson in the 44, here he is. He's back up in the top 5. The winning at Daytona, this 44 team. As we know, he lost 10 spots after Loudon. And he can probably get it back as... Whoa, there goes Contreras and Fitzwater Sr. up, and Aquino gets tagged into it. Oh, coming back down. No further contact there. Just like that, from leader to wrecker within about a lap or so. Oaks has the lead, but for how long, as the 45 is now on the inside. Orban in the 1. Can he retake it? Not quite there. I'll just help the 45 take it. He'll take second. And the yellow's out again. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. So, Contreras in the 53, right in the middle. Let's see, it just got into Fitzwater Sr. Was hoping they would get off. But they both go up the racetrack. Contreras goes into the walls sideways, and then the 91 just catches the back end and sends him into a spin. I don't know if there was going to be a caution. Sam Tenney came close, had to come down and make some contact. But of course, it's better than smashing into the 38. So let's go on board with the Fitzwater Sr. here. Yeah, it's unfortunate for both these guys. Running so well, even though with the 38 already winning a race early on And there's a contact. See, the light is still green. It's actually still green for a while. And then eventually, oh well, there's a yellow flag. Wow. Are the officials asleep today? They're very slow on the cautions. On board, well, I guess we don't really need to do it on board here, but we're already here, so let's do it. Yeah, Contreras had a good run at Darlington. That was his closest chance of winning so far this season. Not too bad for this 53 team. Mostly just above mid-pack, just about. So, well, was hoping for another good run today. But we still got time left, so Pocono is a big track, and they didn't suffer too much damage, so we'll see what happens. Alright, let's take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So, the 35 just had an ignition go bad. So, I'll drop him down to 29th. So, 28 cars now left on the racetrack. If we get another caution, you know what that means. Probably gonna get, yeah, it's gonna be an overtime finish. I say it's pretty likely we get another yellow. A lot of potential first-time winners running here in the top 5. Highest running driver with the win is the 28 Austin Lagrange, winning at Charlotte. Green flag's out. Back underway. Three wide for third. 28 aggressive on this restart here. 45 on the inside retakes the lead. The 11 of Stephen Oakes gonna move down to the middle or to the low side. Might be in the middle here as the 28 is there. 3 wide for second. Entering turn 2. No, not quite. The one car got a big run off the top lane. Oh, got a couple cars on the wall, but no one spins. There's debris, but no caution. Oh, now we got a spinner. We're coming to 3 laps to go. Oh, this is gonna be a big pile up. Huge pile up, and oh, Tim Randolph and Contreras go flipping hard. And we got a synchronized barrel rolling. Tim Randolph. See, whoa, what the hell? Whoa, did you see that? I think it was balancing on itself. Well, that's kind of cool. Alright, we'll take a look at the replay. Well, the big one had to strike early, or not early, eventually. Happening this late in the race is a little bit unusual, so the 5 and the 66 got together in 3. They cut back down, collected the 78 and the 44, the unlucky driver getting squeezed. And then more unlucky drivers coming in. Connor Breton. Then we see Wong, Anderson. There's a 53, Contreras. Then the 39. And man, they just kept cramming into each other. And that sent Randolph and Contreras flipping over. Synchronized flipping almost. And there's Cole Colby also involved. And look at the 66. Look at that. That's incredible. I don't think we've ever seen that before. Or we might have, but it was probably like a million years ago in some obscure race we did. Where none of the drivers race anymore. But wow, that was crazy. So, yeah, there's a 60-39 and the 15, and okay. Wow, Tim Randolph just kind of got thrown. That push. That just sent him into a crazy amount of barrel rolls. He had a lot of energy coming in. And he's basically on the edge of those 2 tires. How is it doing that? I have no idea. But that's crazy. There's Connor Breen in the 42. Let's go on board with him. So he got a lot of damage from that as well. He was on the outside line. Yeah, the big one at Pocono. The one we had earlier wasn't really a big one. And look at the 44. He just gets squeezed so violently against the wall. And here comes the rest, and there goes those 2. We'll switch over to, here we go, Anderson to 43. No, for a second I thought Tim Randolph was at the pit wall. I thought his car was on the pit wall there, but it wasn't. It was literally just basically balancing it on itself, I guess. On the tires, not on itself. But I thought there was someone behind them. That's why. See from the helicopter view one more time. There's the 38 also involved. A 16 Orion Butcher. Yeah, these guys never even slowed down. They just kept coming in. ARCA brakes here in the National Series. Wow, so the big one, 2 flips, 3 cars upside down in total. So already met our past our quota here for flip race cars. Yeah, I still can't believe so far. Still, only Auto Club is the only race we have not gone to flip. Yep, had a flip at Martinsville, had a flip at Richmond. Although Richmond, well, sort of common, sort of. Well, yeah, and the Road America, we had one so late in the race. The second caution had Sam Tenney flipping on that long straightaway. Yeah, I guess we just couldn't finish the race without at least one flip. Alright, it's going to be an overtime finish. We'll take you to it. Alright, so that big wreck took out a lot of cars. So 15 cars left. We had a good pack of cars still remaining up until that. And the 9 of Toby McCoy just had a gearbox failure. So another driver with mechanical failures. Well, he'll probably... Well, see what the 45 finish. Well, I think the 45 is very likely to take the points lead unless something goes wrong. So who is hungry for a win? I assume everybody is hungry for a win. Whether they're fighting for the championship or not. All eyes on the checkered flag. Alright, here we go. Getting ready for the restart here. Green flag is out. First attempt at an overtime finish. And Steven Oakes with a mega launch. Oh, 45's in trouble here. 3 wide. Nathan Orman in the 1, wasting no time. How's Carlson still in the race? Still good, still good. Here comes the 1. Orman will take the lead entering turn 2. All good so far, but with a wreck in 3. Looks to be okay. Here they come. White flag is out. One more time around. Steven Oakes in the 11 fighting back. 15 and 4 or 51 and 14. Having a little dogfight back there. Steven Oakes has retaken the lead. Entering turn 1. The 45 getting a run here for second. Oakes with a big one. Huge lead for the 11 as long as he doesn't mess it up and overshoot. Oh, got close. 28. He overshot it. Into turn 3 they go. Checkered flag is in the air. Steven Oakes holds it pretty well on the bottom. Perfect turn. Checkered flag is out. And the 11 is Steven Oakes will take the win here at Pocono. Orman second, Angela third. And I think Snow Chaser got 4th. And then the 20 Nicole Sampson was 5th. Yes. Alright, let's take a look at the full race results. So there you have it. Steven Oakes with his first win of the season. Nathan Orman taking second place. Angela R in the 45 team. So crazy enough, that's her second top 5 of the season. And that will give her the points lead, no doubt, only being 11 points back. Starting to get tighter. Well, actually, it's been quite tight. This championship, I don't think anyone's gotten more than 20 points ahead from the leader here. So, have to check on that later. And then the Snow Chaser, then Samson. So the rest of the top 10, Josh Harmon getting 6, KCH 7, Austin Lagrange 8, Colbert 9th, and the 51 car getting 10th. 14 cars finished the race. Eric Carlson tried to limit back home. He was there for the restart, but then he just kind of gave up and just said, yeah, we're going to finish 15th anyways, so why bother? Here's the rest of the race results. It's been another wild one here at Pocono with a lot of big wrecks and more big wrecks and more big wrecks. Alright, so that is it here at Pocono Raceway. Stephen Oaks, the race winner, will take you to victory lane.